I still smell antiseptic when I close my eyes. Not because of my job, I'm used to that, but because of that night. I was midway through my shift in Trauma Ward B. Routine, quiet. Then came the code. 3 unconscious arrivals. 1 female, 2 males, all critical. ETA 5 minutes. When the gurneys rolled in, I saw my wife's hair first. Red, tangled, matted with blood. Then my brother, jaw broken, eyes swollen shut. Last was my son, 15, my boy, barely breathing. I moved instinctively, years of medical training overridden by panic. But just as I stepped toward them, a hand grabbed my arm. "You can't see them yet," the doctor said. I looked him dead in the eye. "Why?" He swallowed hard. Didn't answer right away. Then leaned closer, voice low. "The police will explain everything once they arrive." And just like that, the room tilted. Not from grief, from recognition. It began 2 years ago, the erosion. Slowly, like rot beneath paint. My wife, Sarah, became distracted. She laughed less, smiled only when looking at her phone. My brother, Adam, visited more often, always had an excuse. "Just came by to check on your son," he'd say. And my son, Jacob, he became guarded, quick to hide messages, oddly loyal to them both. At first, I thought it was puberty, hormones, a rebellious phase. Then I saw it. A photo on Jacob's phone when he left it unlocked. Sarah and Adam. In my backyard. Kissing. My son, smiling as he took the picture. I stared at that photo for 20 minutes before deleting it. Not because I was in denial, no. Because I needed them to think I still trusted them. I needed time. A crack in the glass is fine if you're the one holding the hammer. I started with finances. Sarah always handled the bills. I let her. But over time, I moved assets, one account at a time. Shifted investments, dissolved shared funds, rewrote my will, quietly. Then I planted seeds. A friend from work, divorced, attractive, began dropping by when Sarah was home. Just enough to stir her insecurity. I made sure she found lip gloss under my seat, a woman's bracelet in the laundry. I never addressed it, just smiled absently, let her imagination rot her peace. Adam was easier, a gambling problem buried beneath a disciplined facade. I fed it. Left anonymous tips to his bookie, watched his debt pile up like kindling, then offered him a loan, knowing he'd never repay it. Jacob, he was the hardest. My own blood, but already turned, manipulated. So I did what I had to. I recorded everything. Not for the police, for him. For when the fog lifted. For when he'd need the truth. I never intended to hurt them. But pain? That was always inevitable. So I waited for the storm. And it came, faster than I thought. That night, Sarah and Adam picked Jacob up from a late movie. He had no idea. They planned to tell him everything, how they were leaving me, starting a new life. My son? Just collateral. Except they never made it. Police reports said the car lost control on a turn. The brakes failed. They hit the guardrail at 90. Accident, they said. But I knew better. Because I had replaced the brakes a week prior, myself, with a mechanic I trusted. And then I checked the security footage from my garage. A shadowy figure, Adam, messing with the car 2 nights before. You see, Adam wasn't just trying to steal my wife. He was trying to kill me. He thought I'd take Jacob on a trip that weekend. It was my car, after all. Sarah insisted on using it. Safe for long drives, she said. Only I switched cars at the last minute. Sarah never noticed. That accident? It wasn't my doing. It was theirs. But I let the fire burn. At the hospital, once the chaos settled, I was allowed in. Sarah, intubated. Adam, unconscious, spine shattered. Jacob, stable but confused, sedated. I sat beside him first. When he woke up, his first word was, "Dad?" I smiled. "I'm here." He looked around. "Where's Mom?" Pause. "They're okay," I said. "But there's something you need to see." I handed him my phone. The photos. The messages. The audio clips of Adam and Sarah mocking me, planning, manipulating him. He cried. Not because of the crash, because he realized the truth. Who had loved him and who had used him. Later, when the police questioned Adam, he couldn't speak, a shattered jaw. Sarah, she pretended amnesia, classic. But the evidence, ironclad. Because the night before the crash, I backed up everything. The brake tampering, the messages, even Adam's voice drunkenly bragging to a friend on the phone, my planted line. They went down not for adultery, but for attempted murder. I walked out of that hospital 2 weeks later with my son beside me. I didn't gloat, didn't smile, just exhaled. Justice doesn't always need a gun or a scream. Sometimes it's quiet. It walks out of a burning house holding the one thing worth saving and never looks back.